Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani. This week we are in Boston, Massachusetts, and we are interviewing a number of the tech leaders in the New England area. And on our program today is Russell Keziere, and he is a Senior Director of Corporate Marketing at Pega Systems. Russell, how are you?
Hey, Rich. Welcome to Boston.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I was hoping to start out talking a little bit about your company. I think it's been over a decade since I was actually in your offices, or around a decade or so, and I've obviously been following. I just haven't been up to your office, but this is my first video interview with your company.
Great. Well, we certainly appreciate the opportunity. You visited us when we were 18 years old, and since that time, since those 10 years, what we've done is we've come out with this new fourth-generation product. It's a complete rewrite of our technology offering to help organizations basically transform how they do work, intelligently automate that work, and fix problems that for their clients and their customers that they didn't think that they could solve before. And since the subsequent 18 years, we have gone on a bit of a run, particularly since the recession. The company came off its 13th record revenue quarter, running right through the recession. And organizations are basically turning to us in tough times and in good times to help tackle their hard problems.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what sorts of problems are you solving?
Well, part of the problem is business people are feeling frustrated by their inability to take their great ideas and execute them into operations. And the number one reason is typically they can't get them into the systems that govern the operation. We love technology in business, but it's a curse and a blessing. And what we've tried to do is solve the problem that comes when business people have great ideas that they can't execute. So our new system that is attracting all this attention and this growth is really around capturing those goals, those intentions, and then being able to take them and bring them into the operational management of the business in a much more agile and dynamic way. And a lot of organizations are looking to bring agile, dynamic flexibility into their operations, and they need a new kind of technology that doesn't rely on people actually manually writing code, because we think that's kind of primitive. Computers should be smart enough to generate the software code that drives their business for them. And that way, ordinary business people can take control.
So how would I know if I'm a candidate for the solutions that your company offers?
Well, the first thing to look at is what is the rate of change that you're facing? In other words, do you have government or regulatory or industry change that you need to dynamically and immediately address? Do you have a lot of training issues where you need to train people and get them to learn how the new processes work? Do you have global competition? Are you trying to grow your operations? Are you trying to cut cost out and innovate with new products?
I think you just defined every company.
That's why the market window for Pega, we actually see the opportunity that we have. We believe that big software, I'm talking about packaged applications, enterprise applications, have hit a wall where they're more about maintenance and revenue from support than innovation. And the businesses are actually saying, hey, guys, I don't want to hang on to this boat anchor, this dinosaur of a vintage application, if I can't bring in differentiation and innovation. I've got to respond to the global market. I need to come out with new products more quickly. I need to really focus on customer service. How do I improve my service delivery, and how do I improve the customer experience when they engage with my company? Those are the hot burning platform issues, and quite frankly, we have a great opportunity to bring in layers of differentiation and innovation on top of what they got now, and let them have some fun. Let them do what their mothers raised them to do, which is to come up with great ideas and drive business.
So differentiation, innovation without programming. So
correct.
What's the method there that you're using?
The method is our software. It's the Pega software, which basically is recognized by analysts as a leader in case management, a leader in CRM, a leader in business process management, but I stress it's all one product.
Right.
And so we're basically bending the categories of what's possible with business software, because normally you have tools that help you develop software or you just buy software applications. With Pega, you got the best of both worlds. You're able to take pre-built solutions that are designed for an industry and then extend it quickly and give the business people the opportunity that they need to make the changes that their competition is forcing on them.
So as the market is evolving, and it's certainly evolving in the last 5 years, there's so many new things happening. cloud-based solutions, mobile solutions. How has your company been responding to the evolution of the market?
Well, one of the things that we did from the get-go, we were thinking about it when you came to visit us, 18 years ago, was 10 years ago, was how can we have a solution that is so agile and flexible that it can move into this new web services world, onto the internet computing world. So from the outset, our system was ready for the cloud. And so our Pega Cloud offering is actually quite popular with large enterprises who need to know that they can immediately deploy systems and get their good ideas going much more quickly. So the cloud has been critical for us, and we see it doing nothing but growing.
And likewise with mobile?
Mobile is extremely important. The form factor, one of our customers is in healthcare care management, and the form factor of the iPad, and you have one, is just like a clipboard in a hospital.
Sure.
And so you can walk around and you can do your work, and you can basically improve the process of taking care of patients and use the mobile devices as an application. We see that growing.
Now, you indirectly referred to a number of companies, but one Silicon Valley company comes to mind when you talk about just licensing fees and boat anchor type software that's been around for many, many years. Competitively, how do you look at the landscape? What and how do you compare with what you see out there?
Well, we certainly help layer on top of existing vintage systems or core systems, and we help organizations extend their ROI by taking core competencies from those vintage systems and bringing them into the new layers of differentiation and innovation. They can actually continue to, if you will, benefit from their original investments and coexist. Other organizations really want to build the whole platform on this new architecture because they want agility throughout. And more core systems are available as cloud offerings or software as a service, and that gives them the opportunity to mix and match and do what they want for their enterprise. We think that the enterprise demands for tools that give you things that we haven't looked at before, like predictive analytics, being able to recommend and have foresight into what's going to come around the corner. What is your customer thinking? What can we tell from business intelligence that gives us a better opportunity to recommend or suggest or guide that customer interaction? We think that that's going to be extremely important as well.
Is there an example of a real-world example of how that works?
Oh, sure. We've got a bank in Spain that, for example, analyzes all your buying patterns and it makes recommendations at the ATM level when you're taking money out of the ATM. Well, hey, Rich, how about I notice that you're running a little low and your credit is low, and just not for nothing, but maybe we should extend that HELOC for you. So this bank in Spain has done a great job of bringing dynamic offers that have been optimized through business intelligence in real time right to the customer interaction. Another example is British Airport Authority that uses our system to improve the process of planes landing and taking off at Heathrow. And they call that a CRM problem because it's all about the customer. It's all about customer centricity, about if you're a passenger at Heathrow Airport, is the plane going to take off? Where's the plane?
Right.
How do I have enough time to shop? Because quite frankly, that's how they make their money.
I was stuck in Heathrow for 8 hours, or maybe more, maybe 12 hours, just 3 weeks ago.
Was it weather related?
The fog was. I wouldn't be able to see you in the fog.
That's one problem we haven't been able to solve yet. We're working on
it was. You know what? If
Do a lot of shopping?
if you're going to solve that kind of problem, first start with the cold, and then please get to the fog and the shopping. I didn't. My wife did. So that's the answer to the shopping question. I wasn't sure how much you did. I just got the credit card statement.
Outsourced shopping. Yes,
absolutely.
Works very
Yeah.
well.
So what's next for the company?
What's next for us is we think that the opportunity to bring this new way of doing business is going to become mainstream in enterprises. They're going to look at, hey, do we renew our maintenance agreement with these enterprise applications, or perhaps do we look at finding a new way of giving dynamic business solutions to our enterprise mix? And we think that the convergence of case management, of business process management, of customer relationship management, of complex event processing and predictive intelligence is all going to come to a point that makes sense when a business person can look at, like our visual business director, and see visually for themselves, hey, if we go down this road, this is what's going to happen. And they're going to start being driven, as our key customers are, by transformation benefits. They're going to be looking at what's our return on invested equity. They won't be talking about ROI for technology purchases. One of our customers is a president of a Fortune 35 company, and he declared publicly that he considered a better investment to do a Pega project than to buy stock in his own company.
Wow.
He declared also that they were going to recoup 1/3 of a $3 billion labor cost savings in the first year. So this is beginning to take notice when enterprises are saying, how do I handle my enterprise application portfolio? I think I need a little Pega to give it some sizzle, to give it that jump start, to get a competitive edge, and to satisfy the need of the business people to get their organizations into high gear.
Well, that's excellent. Thanks for being on the program
My
today.
pleasure. Thanks for your interest.
Likewise.